All guys, so let's start with the Wellinkar thing. So now this presentation for the Wellinkar program. So first of all, Wellinkar course ranking, again PGDM core, e-business, business design, FMB, family business and retail. These are the 5 programs, again not in the ranking phase, but these are the overall programs. For my point of view, core is obviously the number 1, followed by e-business, business design and retail. These are 4 main programs. FMB is the family business program. Same here, the same thing here. Your written test is more important. Sorry, written test is only 35% weightage. The rest, the complete game is completely open. So PAR 4%, WorkX 4%, GD 15%, PI 25%. So if you see, written test and your interview are almost same weightage, followed by your extracurricular activities 3%, essay writing, the form which you're going to fill. That's why I wanted you to wait for this video to fill the form, because this is very important to fill the form right first time. Yeah, and 13% weightage for the psychometric and creative test. It's not all, it's and creative test. So total 100%. 65% game is still open. So everyone have got equal chance. Same example I'll take again, which I normally take in every exams. Last person who got a call will be around 180. Fine. The highest marks per person applied will be 280. So the gap is 100 marks out of 400. But when I consider only 35%, it's a hardly 9% gap. So the difference between a good scorer and a bad scorer is just 9%, which you can cover up only with one good GD or one good PI or one good psychometric test. These are the things which I'm going to cover in the workshop later on, in the classroom workshop. So from CETing point of view, we have converted last year 183 convert. That's a record for CETing as well. It's the highest convert ever in the history of CETing in one college. And in 2011, we got 108 converts. Alright, so we'll focus on the Wellinkar form filling, because GD topics are not important for you as of now. So I'll focus on the form filling here. Let's start with the form filling session, which is there on my wall here. So I hope you can see this form CETing. If you're unable to see this, you can go to our site cetking.com, find where the form is available. I'm just posting the link on the wall as well for the form. So from CETing form is available here. Wellinkar form is here, so that you can take this as well from Facebook. Yeah, so alright, so let's start with this form filling. Yeah, so what I've done here is, last year also we did the same thing, that we have uploaded all the question in an open format. So the moment you submit this form, you will get to know how to fill this form. Yeah, I normally recommend this workshop after you fill the form. Then I'll tell you how to improve your answers. Rather than filling in the form, first tell you how to fill, what to fill. It's better that you fill the form yourself and then follow my instructions, which are given at the end of this page. Yeah. Alright, let's start with these things. So obviously your email ID, phone number, locations, all these things they'll tell you to pass. Family background, this thing. The best way to answer this is with the bullet point. So family, father. Fine. So your father. So name of the father, whatever is your name of the father. For me, it's HP Singh. So, and he's whatever he's doing. He's a bank manager or army officer, whatever is your family. Fine. Father, mother, brother, sister. So dotted line, no paragraphs. Yeah, dotted line. Number 2, programs. So I would recommend, there's no extra charge for applying for as many as program. So I would recommend you to apply. Start with core, obviously in the order of preference, followed by your e-business, followed by your what's the third program? Family business. Before family business, there's a couple of more programs there. Followed by your business design and retail. Business design and retail, both of them are of equal weightage. So these are the 3 programs: core, e-business, business design, retail. So depending on your preference, you can apply to them. Fine. Are you active on media? That's something new they're trying from last year, that they want you to fill in your Facebook ID or their Facebook login ID. Fine. Work experience after graduation. So here again in dotted line, you start with the profile. Obviously, the first come the company name. Company name. Make it nice and sweet rather than making paragraph, because as a panelist, if I'm a panelist, I've been to panelist for now almost for 30 B schools now. So if you are writing in paragraph, trust me, it's very difficult for me to read. Most of the time I'm going to read your paragraph while talking to you in the interview. Fine, because this form is again going to be used in the interview as well. Fine, so please make sure that you write it in a very neat and dotted and systematic manner. Fine, so name, company name, designation, your dates from to, yeah, from to, and last come the profile. That's the main thing, your profile. So I was handling this thing, I was handling this thing, I was handling this. So whatever you're doing, so 3-4 pointers on that. So that's your complete work experience after graduation. Whatever the work ex, please do fill in. Normally they tell if you have more than 1 year workshop with the work ex, then only mention. I would say if you have 6 months plus work ex, please do mention in that column. All right, next come your strengths and weaknesses. So your strength. All right, one more thing for work ex. If you are a fresher, they will give you a call for a person up to, that's a traditionally they have given a call up to 95 percentile. So 95 percentile, if you've scored, that is around 205 marks. Please check the exact marks. They will give you a call. And if you have work ex, they will give you a call up to 85 to even 80 percentile, fine, which is around 150 marks. Yeah, so 150, even less than that, I think. So around 150 marks. So if you don't have work ex and you are into family business something, please do mention that as a work ex. Yeah, all you have to do is you have to arrange your work ex certificate. So if you can get hold of a work ex certificate, I know I'm telling you here to bluff, but that's for your own good. It's not bluffing. Basically, if you're into family business or if you can get hold of a work ex, it's very important for Welingkar. Yep, because they're going to give you extra marks here. Plus, they will give you a call. First of all, that's more important thing. All right, next comes your strength. So I will recommend you do the same thing. Write one side strength and weaknesses. Fine, 3 strengths ideally and 2 weaknesses. Yeah. So don't write 3 strengths for 4 weakness. Rather 3 strengths and 2 weakness. It's the ideal combination you can do. So any more questions on Facebook so that I can answer the question as we go along? So I'm getting a few questions here from for the Welingkar point of view. PDF is not how is being designed. What about? So we'll talk about the individual courses in some time. Actual dates, all right. The actual dates of Welingkar program will be around, historically last 3-4 years is around May 18, 19, 20. Yeah. So any online source for case study example, we'll talk about this in some time. This is morely from the Welingkar point of view. Any other doubts? So 3 strengths and 2 weaknesses. Fine. If you're joining our classes from this weekend or tomorrow, we're also launching a batch. Then we also have uploaded strengths on the side. We're going to give you the strengths if you're joining us. Fine, what to full. But right now I can tell you, try to avoid common strength. Like team player is very common. Yeah, every other person going to write team player. Team player, hard working. Yeah, skills. I have good communication skills. All these things are very common. They are out here. I have reasoning skills, so you can leave those things. So they are very common. Last date of submission expected to be extended. Yes, most probably it will be extended, but as of now we don't know. So keep your forms ready. Don't submit it immediately. Let's wait for the last day and you can go and submit. If you are outside Bombay, you have no other option but to submit the form immediately because you have to courier the form. So please do send the forms. Yeah. So last date most probably, I think personally, will be extended, but please do fill the form. Don't wait for the last day. Prachi, I have a question here that family business work expense is considered. Yes, family business work is considered. So, but don't mention that it's a family business. Mention the name of the company. It's more important to write the name of the company than this thing. So, Shweta asked a question that strength should be explained in brief. I would suggest yes, if you can explain in brief, but look in the space. I don't know how much space they have given this year. So look in the space, if you can just write in dotted lines, your bullet points will be enough. Because in the interview you have chance to convert. You have chance, you will have time to talk about, yeah. So if this much is space, I think it's enough to write this thing only. If just write the form, just write the bullet point for the thing. All right, so moving on to the next question. Fine. So same for weaknesses. Don't write your original weaknesses. You are lazy, you are greedy, you are hungry, always hungry. Avoid all the things. Remember, think like a manager. That is my main thing, which I always. So TLAM is think like a manager. It's very, very important thing. So your answers, everything should come across as a manager. So we got a few questions. How many people are applying? Historically, 11,000 people apply for Welingkar. Last year they gave a call to 11,000 people. This year, because of the recession, because of the forms going down everywhere, I'm expecting this will be around 9,000 to 10,000 people applying for 900 seats. Yeah, so 9,000 to 10,000 applicants will apply for 900 seats at Welingkar. I'm assuming Mumbai and Bangalore campuses both. MS dates we'll talk about later on. Let's stick to the all right, so we have a question here that are you applying for the many programs? You doubt your decision making? No, they won't decide, because we can challenge them on that thing that I want to join Welingkar. So joining the college is more important for me rather than going for a program, which program to choose. So you can stick to 2 or 3 programs, that's fine. Sorry, right from core, because the problem is if you mention only one program like core, then you're suppose you're not able to convert that. Fine, so then will be the chance will be a little less. So next question we have is, how is the Bangalore campus? First of all, I never recommend Bangalore campus fine to my students, but as a backup it's decent enough. Yeah, it's not bad at all, but right now don't think about it, because you're just applying. So go with the full flow, full-fledged. That will only target the Mumbai campus. Then we'll see if you're unable to convert, then we'll look at the Welingkar campus. Alright, so next question in on hobbies and interests. So please mention your 2 hobbies and 2 interests. Fine. Hobbies like watching TV. Yeah, think like a manager. Think like Narayan Murthy or Ratan Tata giving interview. Will you ever say, I like to watch TV or I like to watch matches? If you're playing something, that's much better than watching a cricket. Yeah? So please mention to avoid watching TV. So don't write this. Yeah? I'm saying don't write this thing. Fine. Don't say coin collection and all these things. That are very, very old or very, very kiddish kind of hobbies. Yeah. Reading is in, reading, traveling. So all these kind of things are in. So you can talk about all these things, but avoid your these hobbies. Yeah. Next is your interest. So anything which you're pursuing seriously become your interest. So you can talk about your interest as well. Mention the states within India and outside India you have traveled. First of all, what normally people write, they'll write like, I've been to Jabalpur, I've been to Bhopal. You have told you that mention the states, not the cities. Yeah. So mention the states like Goa, Kerala. Find all the states, Andhra Pradesh, where you've been to. Second thing, if you're writing Goa, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, please mention, you should know about the capital of the state. You should know about the CM of the state, governor of the state, because governor, CM, Welingkar have been very, very focused on general knowledge. So you will be grilled on who is the CM of India, who is the CM of Andhra Pradesh, CM of Kerala, especially the states you have been to. Because even for the PGDM and the MS, this is a very, very common question. They are going to ask you on this. Fine. Next is mention your achievements from academic and non-academic front. Yep. So again, the best part here is they told you academic and non-academic. If it is only academic, I'm sure half of the people will be leaving it blank. So mention your scholarship, mention your inter-college events you have participated in, mention the events you have organized, Mention any good projects you have been working on in the college days or in the job or outside the job, any NGO you have worked for. So you can write down anything. You can write about your projects, you can write about your extracurricular events you have participated and events organized. So all these things will be important. Fine. So you can talk about all these things. Yeah, if you work for an NGO, fine. So all these things will count. Fine. Mention the name of any two books you have read in last 1 year. That'll be good because you can all of you have done that. If you've not done that, then please read the books. India Unbound is a brilliant book. India Unbound. That's a brilliant book by Gurcharan Das. Rather, it's a must-read book for every MBA. It covers everything right from the social aspect to the economic side of the country. It's complete India story. Fine, I'm getting a few questions here. I'll wait for some more time before I can answer the questions. Let me finish up all the things. Yeah, or if there's any important question which I want me to pick up. Does this event require certificate? No. If you don't have any certificate, no problem. You can still mention at the event. Yeah, I applied with a score of 159, but have worked in our shop for around 6 months. Should I mention that? Please do mention Dhaval. If you have 159 score and work-ex of around 6 months, please do mention that because work-ex wise it's little less, but still you should apply. Any clue how many GD about the GD? How many people will be there? Dinesh, there will be around 12 to 15 people in the GD. Welingkar is normally a fish market, so do expect 12 to 15 people in the GD. Yes, it's mandatory to write about your social network. When will the actual GDP happen? Approximate date May. It will be around, dates will be around May 18, 19, 20. That's what happened last year. So this year again you can expect the same thing. It's not more than 75 word. Why you want to pursue the management education? Yeah, so basically why MBA? Fine. So you have to give your reasons All right, hi guys. I'm sorry about there was a net connection problem with the net connection here. So I'm back again. So let's start with the where we left. Yep. So we are back here. I'm sorry about this. There was a net connection problem here. So we are back with the. Yep. Sorry about this, guys. We are now back here. So just waiting for the other people to join this event. So yeah, so if you can post more questions, we'll be taking up the session here. Right. So I've covered up everything more or less. So now the last part which left over is basically talk about these programs and how they can help you shape your career. So I'll talk about each one of them. Suppose you are fixed about I want to do marketing, I want to do operations, I want to do finance. So if you are aware of that, so then you can say that the what interests about the core program is I can choose my specialization. Fine. And marketing, HR, whatever you want to do. So you can talk about that here, core program. Followed by your e-business is a second point program. Now, some of the people don't even know what is e-business. E-business is basically anything which is done online is called e-business. Any business which is done online, Flipkart, eBay, all these things are online company. Yeah, Google, all the Google products which you're buying online, they're all e-business. Fine. Even taking mock engineering program is an online program, is an e-business program. Yeah. So any kind of an online program is e-business. So the MBA in that will be this thing. So according to you, what is the role of e-business in today's business scenario? So you can talk about that. Google out e-business, Google about Flipkart. Suppose even if you do Flipkart, they will tell you how India is shaping up because of the Flipkart. So you can give an example of Flipkart in your interview as well. What qualities or your personality traits? So don't change this thing. Stick to your own strength that I am hardworking, I am this thing. So all this thing will help you in your shaping up the career. So don't need to change your qualities. So you can give us similar qualities in those things. But yep, so you can talk about that. What type of career? So this is your future goal. You want to be a manager or you want to be a CEO. Avoid the words using the word like CEO. Yeah, it's there are two big words to be used for a 21-year-old. Fine. So fill up this chart. So they'll give you the idea about everything. V is a good option after 3-4 year work ex. Maybe it depends on you. V will give you a 9 lakhs package. So it all depends whether you are okay with this or not. So, but calling like JBMS or something will give you another 14 lakh package. So there will be a 5 lakh gap between a guy from JBMS or any of the top 10 B school and top 20 like Welingkar. So you decide on your own what are your options. Fine. So you decide how many GD how will the work ex at our shop? How will I prove that I worked at our shop? Dhaval, you need to have a work ex from your dad. You have to write it down. You should have a written work ex from your family. That will be helpful for you. Fine. So that can be enough. That'll be enough for you. You have to find out. Fine. So any other question? If you have any question, please post them here so that I can find out and solve them for you. Yeah, please feel free to post your questions here. All right, not more than 75 words. We talked about these things about MBA. So even we talk about third is a business design. Business design is basically designing a new business. This is more of a consulting work. Fine. So more of a strategy work. So basically, you should have to show why you have to strategy kind of thing. So why you want to go into strategy? So you want to start your own business or you want to design your own company. Fine. One thing is sure that they will tell you why they want to. Yeah, I just talked about the business thing. So can we apply only for the core program? Yes, you can apply for the core program. You can choose whatever program you want to choose. No problem at all. What is? Can you please differentiate between hobbies and interests? Yes, there's a huge difference between that. Hobbies and interest. Yeah, so I'll talk about that in some time. So business design is a business strategy work which you can do. So if you want to start your own company, you will talk about this. Fine. This is a place where they try to sell you, why don't you join our family program? You have to strictly say no. I'm already working my family business all my life because you have been there, sorry, in the family business since childhood. So I don't want to work there. I already know that. Rather, I want to work in the industry for a few years. I want to do core or e-business or business design, and then maybe get into family business later on, future, not right now. So retail, same for retail. Retail, all these companies are big bazaar. There are retail shops. Again, there's a huge scope in this area. Fine, do Google out retail organization. What is the GDP growth rate because of retail? What is the percentage of Indian economy coming from retail, e-business? You have to know all these terms. Google them out. Trust me, it's very, very important, and you will find out. Fine. Those who are coming to our class next week, we will be covering that in the class as well. Business design doesn't have all specifications, right? Yes. Shweta, business design don't have the, they cover most of the things. Yeah, it's just a new name for that. So it's not a bad program at all. Looking at your score, I know your score. That's why I'm telling you that it's a good program. So do apply for that as well. Fine. When we mention Mahir Shah here, when we mention the core in our preference, are we supposed to mention a specialization? No. We're not supposed to mention that right now, but you can talk about this in the interview. All right. So does we have management quota? Yes, Welingkar do have management quota. This is not the right forum to talk about that. All right. So approximately what time frame do they initiate about the shortlisted? They intimate. Probably you will get a shortlist around April, mid of April. So that's the time. So basically around 2 to 3 weeks after your forms are finally submitted. Yeah. Can you apply only core? Yes. Hitesh, you can apply only core depending on the score. How much you have scored, Hitesh? So if you can just tell me your score, I can find out whether this is a good course for you. Yeah, so Hitesh, if you have scored around 250 plus, then applying betting only on core is a good bet. But if you have scored like 240, 230, 220, then I would recommend to apply for all programs. First select one, then we'll choose, we'll see whether you want to do it or not. Yeah. So Welingkar package for 1.3 years work-ex. Welingkar have an average package of 8. So all of you, everyone who is good, who is placeable, will get a package of around 6 to 9 lakhs from Welingkar. Yeah. So there are some bad people as well. So you don't need to worry about those part who make or decrease the overall program. But yes, overall, this is a thing. All right. So I think I've covered most of the things here. What about healthcare management? It's a new program. I have no idea about this and will never recommend. See, that is the basic difference between the core and a non-core program. See, it's like a core program is like love marriage. Yeah, core program is like love marriage, where you live with a girl for 1 year and then decide whether you want to marry her or you don't want to marry her. Yeah. Whereas, for example, I'm going for a retail management program or a finance program beforehand, then is a more of a arranged marriage. Without even knowing the girl, you are going to live with this girl all your life. Even if you don't like finance, after getting into MBA, you have no other choice but to change. So I personally prefer going for a core program first, then going for a other programs. So Manish, yes, 225 having better calls than these programs. So asking for the core. Right now, I'll say pick out core e-business business design. Later on, you can choose. Yeah, depending on the score, because I don't want you to miss out on this call. Yeah, if you have better calls, great. If you have converted better calls, then leave it. If you have not yet converted, then I would recommend go for e-business and business design. Tick in the box. We'll see later on what we get. Yeah. Regarding the work-ex percentage, the work-ex percentage I just talked about some time ago. The weightage for the work-ex is around 10%. Oh, I think so. 1 second. The weightage for the work-ex thing is around 4% only. So work-ex is only 4%. All right, so I'll stop here then, and all the best for the program. So if you have any doubts, please keep posting in the forum. I'll do reply when I get time. All the best. Thank you very much for being with me.